Now let's get to the good stuff. How can we modify this video to fit exactly the purposes we have for this class? The first item I want to show you is the cropping tool, right here on the first, shown by the scissors. All you have to do to crop this video, which is 4 minutes and 26 seconds, down to the length you need, is simply moving these red flags to the appropriate start and stop places. And so for this video, I went ahead and watched it before this video, and I saw I really only want to focus on the voting section.
Voting.
There we are. So I want to have the red flag appear right before that word, and I would like to have the red flag end right before the next section of this video, which was about law. So I've placed the red flag here at 2:02 so that it'll end right there. And this allows you to keep videos trimmed and short so you don't have to tell students only pay attention to this part, etc. Again, this doesn't actually change the original video on YouTube, but it provides a nice streamlined excerpt from the video for your students to listen to. So then the next area we'll talk about up here at the top is audio track. This allows you to actually record an audio track over this whole video. So this is very helpful when the video doesn't have any narration with it. So you can provide your own voiceover narration and explain to students what's happening. I'm not going to demonstrate that right now, but it's very simple. You just click the microphone right here and it'll record the track. But for this video, which already has narration, I don't actually have to add any narration of my own. The third item is audio notes. Now this is very handy as well. Instead of recording an audio track over the whole video, you can provide short snippets here and there at key moments in the video. So let's say, for example, right here at the beginning, I want to talk to students just for a moment and tell them what to pay attention to in the video. All you have to do, again, to insert this comment is pull the yellow comment to the place where you want your comment to appear. So I'll just say right at the start, and then to actually record it, you will click on this microphone item here and it'll immediately begin recording. So let's do that now. Pay attention to the following voting video. Identify 3 key learnings that you have about voting on your paper. All right, so now we see we have a new new comment right here. And again, we can create as many as we want, so we can put one at the end of the video now too, as maybe a brief reminder of their next assignment. Now you'll notice the video used to be 4 minutes 26 seconds, but because we cropped it in stage 1, now we see that it has already enacted those changes and it's 2 minutes and 2 seconds. So let's do another quick voiceover comment. Great job! You've now finished the video. Be sure to send in your 3 learnings from this video in your paper through Edmodo. Okay, and again, if you didn't love that comment, you can always delete this one and click on it and re-record, which I do a lot. Okay, let's go to the last piece, which is perhaps the most exciting, the quizzes. So it's the 4th item up here. Now it may take a moment to actually upload my voice since it is media, and it's changing those. Great. So now we see it's still 2:02. We have our media comments. Now we can add quiz questions to make sure our students are paying attention to the video and that they're getting engaged. So again, to insert the place where you want the question to occur, simply move this green box. So let's see. Okay, so we just learned in the video that members of the House of Representatives stand for re-election every 2 years. This seems like a great place to insert a quick comprehension check for students. So I'm just going to click on the little question here, and I have 3 options. The first is an open-ended question. So I could say, let's see, would you be interested in running for office one day? Or some open-ended attitudinal question to get them thinking, or in your own words, what is the role of a representative in the House of Representatives? So students can answer that. It's best for when it's an attitudinal question or there's no right or wrong answer. You still can provide feedback by clicking this feedback button, and it'll allow you to put in some pre-programmed feedback. Let's see. So we could write anything there. Again, you can use bold, italics, underline. You can hyperlink something, perhaps some additional materials. Put an image in, anything like that, even an equation. So that's our first one. To add a second question, click the little plus button. Now we can add something harder. Let's say a multiple choice question. with a right or wrong answer. So again, we learn, okay, how often do House of Representatives members stand for re-election? And we could say 1 year, 2 years. I can add an answer, 3 years. We can say term is indefinite. And again, we can add feedback for each of those items, which is really exciting. Let's make sure we select the correct answer by clicking the check mark and putting an X for those which are incorrect. Now we can also create multiple correct answers simply by clicking the check mark. So it's a very flexible format. Again, it would be really cool if you wanted to insert images into all these as well and make it a really exciting kind of quiz. So let's say that that is good to go. And we could even add a third option here, so I could do plus to create a third one, and that could just be a general comment. So that's how we would do it. Now we'd click save. We're able to look at our work real quick, okay, and we would say continue.
Each state dismisses district.
You'll notice how the question has now been inserted at the right place. Great work. All we have to do now is click finish. And we can assign it to a class. Let's assign it to our Eagle Middle School history class. Preventing skipping prevents the students from being able to skip ahead in the video until they've answered that question. We can even assign a due date. Great work. Send. All right, we're done.